An eargasm of learning in a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
So, firstly, I'm very, very happy that you are here. It's been, I guess it's been more than 1 month
Yes.
since we were discussing on having a spotlight interview with you. So, because as your schedule was very, very busy, we got this wonderful time today. Uh, Thank you very much. Thank you very much, first of all, for coming and for, willing to take a part
Oh,
in
come
the
on.
Spotlight series.
Nitya, thank you. I mean, it's a blessing to be invited in this wonderful movement. It's the second time around. First one is for the magazine, like the digital magazine.
Yes.
Yeah, and now a video, audio that will be released online. So it's a blessing. It's a privilege. Thank you guys for trusting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, without much ado, I would just kickstart this interview. I'm very, very excited to know all the messages and all the insights from your amazing journey. So, my very first question would be, having decided to be a leader when you are in fourth grade, what was the first step in your mind to kickstart your amazing journey?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you are in the fourth grade, so everything for you is not serious. Although you have dreams, you have vision, but you're a kid. I mean, all you need to do is have a great day, play, enjoy, connect. In my perspective, it's constant learning. You need to learn stuff. I never stopped learning, even though that was not my intent, because I'm a kid, but I never stopped reading books. I never stopped making connections, making friends, and those those learning, those small steps, that contributes to where I am right now. So if I will be given a chance to really, clear what was driving me when I was a kid, maybe it's just enjoying life. And as an entrepreneur right now, we sometimes miss that part. We're so focused on doing the business, running the company, hustling there, hustling here.
Yes.
We sometimes lose track of why we're doing it in the first place. Like a kid, right? Just enjoy, have that joy in your heart, and have fun.
Yes, exactly. And I also, look upon such kind of people who require a motivation to, hustle hard in their
Right.
entrepreneurial journey. But I personally, or I believe that if you are an entrepreneur and if you need motivation to kickstart that work, you're not actually enjoying it. You are just doing it because to show the world or to show someone that you are capable of being an entrepreneur or running a startup and so. But if you truly believe that this is for myself,
Right.
I'm born to do business or I'm born to be an entrepreneur, there isn't a word called motivation to work hard.
Exactly. I totally
So
agree.
yes, awesome. It's kind of a state of mind. If we want to be an entrepreneur, it has to be a character.
Right.
For instance, yeah.
It starts with the mind. It starts with the mind connected to your heart. That
Yes.
that keeps everything in the right perspective. If you only focus on what your mind dictates you, I mean, it's this way. If your goal is to just create money and that's your mind telling you what to do, but your heart will put things in the right perspective, more than just earning money, making a difference. And for me as an entrepreneur, I have people, I have team in my company, and my goal, more than just making money, because it's a business after all, is to giving them a bright future, empowering them. And for my clients and my tribe, the community around me, is to reach out and really make a difference. That for me puts everything in the right perspective, mind and heart connected. For me, that's making a powerful entrepreneur.
Yes, yes, I do get that, and I do agree. Agree. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Very well said. So, yeah, the second question would be, knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have done differently when you were first starting?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, while you were growing, you've been in some certain situations that either you fail or you did mistakes, wrong decisions in business context. All right, but in my position now, my answer to that question is I would not change a thing. Given a chance, I would not change the things that I did, because all those things that I did, all those decisions I made, may it be wrong or right, it shaped me to who I am now. It paved the way for me to reach the position where I am standing right now. So everything contributed, everything was a part. It's a brick in the wall.
Yes.
It completes everything, the story. When we're kids, we're always reading about stories like the valiant prince, but before he was that, he was like a shepherd, he was like a loser, and then there's a shift that happened, he turned out to be a warrior, a princess, and saving the day. Because that's how life is. Everything happens for a reason, so I would not change
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly, exactly, and I totally admire this book called Zen and the Art of Happiness, and
Ah,
in that book, especially this particular point, everything happens for a reason. It
right.
was, it will be stressed like there is at least 2 to 3 stories framed upon that one particular sentence.
Mm,
So I totally love that book, and I totally love the message you have given right now. And I personally believe that, for example, if we turn 30, or if we might be thinking that when I was 90, I have this
mm,
idea, but I couldn't implement that.
mm,
And now I'm 30. So what can I do now? I have a family, or I have
mm.
some other responsibilities. But I personally believe that uh, start whenever you want. There
Right.
isn't any particular time to
Mm,
start, because there isn't any limit with when it comes to your age, or when it comes to
exactly.
time or responsibilities. Even you can, if you are good at something, or if
Mm,
you love something, you'll also know to how to balance the things
right.
around you. So
Yeah.
if you have no love towards it, you won't get any way to actually balance that, or
Mm,
to actually make the two phases in a similar way.
right.
So yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Let me just ponder on that. What you shared. There's a lot of people out there who, like what you've said, they want to do something, but either circumstances were not aligned to their life, therefore they didn't have that opportunity to really do what they want to do in life. But I love what you said, that it's not too late. You can always start. And there's a lot of factors why they missed that opportunity, right? We're not in the same boat, although we're in the same ocean. But
Yes.
like what you've said, it's not over until you're dead. As
Yes.
long as your heart is beating,
Not.
you can do it. I think it's a cultural thing, right? The culture dictates that you're old, you cannot be a painter, or you miss that opportunity in life, you cannot be successful. And that's the culture dictating you that you missed your life. And I just want to say, for all your viewers that will be watching this and listening on this episode, guys, if you have that vision in your mind and in your heart, and you want to do it now. Do it now.
Yes, it's never too late to start something exceptional.
Mm.
Yes, obviously. That was really good. That was really good. This interview is getting more kind of
Yeah.
insightful. It's
Yeah.
kind of getting too much,
We're just
inspirational.
starting, Neat. Yeah, we're just starting. This is a warm up. I'm gonna be full of energy. I want to explode, and it's your
Yes.
fault.
Yes. And I do also agree upon,
Mm.
see, not everyone has to be an entrepreneur, or not everyone
Yes.
has to be
Yes.
Jeff Bezos, or
Right.
not
Right.
everyone
Right.
has to be, some big MNC CEO
Mm.
founders.
Mm.
See, if even if I thought my dream would be working at Google, that is my dream.
Yeah.
And if I placed in some other company or in some other position at any cost in my life, I'll just work hard for it.
Exactly.
I'll give a try. And, marking that existence for our one life. Doing our dream, that's it. It's not just I have to be millionaire or I have to be the richest person in the world. It's not that. Just doing what you love,
Right.
and living your life to the fullest by enjoying your small beautiful story and amazing
Exactly.
journey. So yeah, that's
Love
the
that.
whole theme behind Feature India also. Yeah, that is one thing I would I wanted to share upon this question.
Love that, love that. And that's why I respect Future India so much. The perspective, the message that you guys are pushing in this movement is really, a dynamic. It go beyond the norm of success that you need to be a millionaire or, a CEO, things like that. And that's good. But you guys are doing more than that. And that's what makes this movement special, and I respect you with that. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very, very much. My heart is full right now. Thank you very much for that. So the next question I would like to know, and most of the people, they would love this answer given by you for this question. That would be, why do you think most people fail to execute their ideas?
Ooh, well, failing to execute, there again, like what I shared a while ago, there's a lot of factors involved. And I don't know those people. We are in the same ocean, but we are in a separate, we have separate boats. We have separate journeys. We have separate stories that we live in. So different circumstances, different factors, different path to take. The question is, are they giving up? So that's where the question really needs to focus on. Because if you say that you fail to execute and you're still alive, then you always have part two. You always have a chance to do it again. If you fail to execute because of something, then you need to step back and make an assessment. What went wrong? What can I improve at? What can I do for me to achieve what I want to achieve? If you fail, you do it again, right? So until you're not dead, until you're done, then that's the only reason that you would stop. But as long as your heart is beating, I don't believe in giving up, Nitya. I just don't.
Exactly.
It sounds so, hypocritical thing to say, but in my journey, I never give up. That's the least I could do. God created us to make a difference. We're unique, but He doesn't say that life would be easy. Life would be a walk in the park. Yes, there would be challenges. Yes, there would be problems. It would shake your mind. It would make you cry. But you can always stand up and be in the game and do it again. So just don't give up, guys. For everyone that is watching this episode, listening to this episode, if you feel that you're giving up, if you feel that you failed to execute your dream, your vision, your passion, don't entertain that thought. Step up, push forward. Whatever it is happening for you. It's not happening to you. Stand up, push forward, watch this video.
Exactly.
And connect with people. Read a book. Life is beautiful and it's waiting for you to make a difference.
Exactly. And I see so many people online or offline when I go and I try to talk with them, they kind of show a strange look wherein I don't know this person. Why will I even have a conversation?
Right.
I think like, okay, I just wanted to talk what they do or how's the life, and they just flip out.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of find it very, very strange because connection or communication or networking is the essential thing when it comes to building a career.
Love that.
You know, even if it's $1 million idea, without the network or without the art of communication, we cannot take it forward into the market or in any of the industry or in any of the domain, even if it's entertainment industry or a media industry, in anything or everything. Without communication, without networking, we cannot actually produce that output. And
Absolutely.
communicating is not at all limited to talking with a stranger or
Right,
talking with
right.
our colleagues or something, but communication also mean communicating with the universe.
Yes, I agree with
Communicating
that.
with the universe, yes. Communicating with the universe, and reading all sorts of books, and
Right.
yeah. So
Love that. Woo.
maintaining that sophisticated mindset beyond our standards. Yeah.
Wow, you're
uh,
on the roll, Nitya. Preach. Love
Thank
that.
you.
I love that.
Thank you. So yeah, that is too good answer. I kind of feel a bit a level up in this interview series.
Wow, that makes my heart melt.
Thank you very much for sharing such an amazing answers.
Hmm.
So the next question would be: do you feel success overshadows the hard work we put in to achieve that point? Because people will only look at the success or failure, but never really think of what it takes to achieve that point.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, that's human nature, my dear. People will always focus on the visible. We are hardwired to think and act that way. Whatever we see, that's where the judgment comes into play. Your opinions, facts of people are based on what they see, right?
Yes.
If they see a successful person, they would think right away, based on what they perceive of that person. And it's okay. It's not bad. That's human nature. On the flip side, as an entrepreneur or an artist or a creator, you don't need to be validated by those people. If they, whatever they think of you, whatever they see or perceive you, it doesn't matter as long as you know your core. There's a lot of people out there that they say that they only see what I am right now, a successful person. They didn't know the struggle I've been through. And that's just stupid. Of course they would not know. They don't know you. They don't have CCTV cameras and
Yes.
monitoring you. But what you are doing in this position of greatness you are right now, that's what makes a difference.
Exactly.
Use that success to reach out people and make a change. That's when you connect, and then that process of building trust with people, having a conversation, building relationship, that's where they would discover the journey that you were in. That's where they will find out, oh, Nitya here struggled for so many years, and that's what make her so powerful. A woman of faith, a woman that could really change the world. That could only happen when you use your successful platform in that realm of building relationship and journey.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
believe it's normal. People will never see your journey, would never know what you've been through. They would only see the end point. And that's the reason why we always use the visualization example of the iceberg.
Yes.
You will always see the top of the iceberg, right? You don't know, that there's more under, but you can't see it, right? So that's human nature. It will always be based on what you see, but how you use that platform, that greatness, that is the most important thing.
Exactly, exactly. And coming to this question, I also want to mention so many people just come to me or text me on Instagram. Just they say that I want to start a business or e-commerce business or any kind of business. They tell me that I'm very interested and passionate to be a businesswoman or a businessman. And can you just tell me how to start? It's like they'll talk it out very very easily, like the building of a startup is just a 1 day process or a 2 day
Right,
process. I
right.
kind of feel a little bit sad about that. But the first answer from me would be, whenever you're starting a business, it's not at all an easy task. You just have to have a market strategy, a
Right.
business plan, everything. But before that, you are aiming to be like Jeff Bezos, or you're aiming to be like Ratan Tata, or you're
Right,
aiming to
right.
be like Steve Jobs, but you don't actually know the hard work they put in to
Exactly.
build that
Yeah.
global company. So my first reply for them would be, just take a note, any kind of notes or sticky notes or anything. Read case studies of global businesses.
Yeah.
Read the case studies, how they have started and what all they have faced in between. You prepare a case study based upon the research you do online,
Right.
and then you come to me and tell that you want to start a business.
Ooh, powerful.
So
Love that.
after reading all such case studies, literally I will read lots and lots of case studies. Even I make my own case studies, because I love to draw, to use all those kind of
Right.
sketches
Yeah.
or pie charts and everything to research about the companies, research about the businesses, all sorts of businesses, because I genuinely want to know what is that strategy used by every company to get succeeded, rather than, I don't want where do they stand right now,
Right.
or how much they are earning, but I literally want to know what brought them to that particular position, which strategy, which business model did they use.
Love that.
That is one thing I look upon in every
Right.
unicorn business or a small business or anything, literally anything.
I love that. I
So-
love that. And that's something that you can really keep as, as an information for you, for it's either for your business or for people, your clients, people that are asking help.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Once you get those information, and you review different companies, their strategy, their secret sauce to success, and you can combine it and share it to people. Although there's a risk there. You need to be clear that what works for A will not necessarily work for B, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
you need to. I always say this in my own language. So you feel free to rephrase it. Eat the good, spit the bad. Right? Eat the good, meaning choose whatever works and would benefit your brand, your business, your company. Spit the bad, the things that won't fit, because we are different. What works for that company, for Jeff Bezos, for Steve Jobs, will not necessarily work for you. But there are
Work for you,
principles
yes.
that are beneficial for
Exactly.
everything.
Yes, and not only the principles, the hard work
Yes.
they put in to get to that point.
Absolutely.
When you know that particular hard work, I kind of feel, Amazon isn't it is kind of exceptional thing
Right,
to
right.
do, and it's so much of hard work and hustle and so many sleepless nights for them to initially start Amazon. So much of hard work, and people just simply tell, he's a billionaire, I want to be like Jeff Bezos. I kind of feel very, very, very sad, because people are, they don't actually get to know that entire hard work put back in building that global company. And to put that hard work, we have to decide one thing in my mind, that you don't have any other option. Your dream or the company you're going to build is your one and only option available.
Yeah.
So if we feel such kind of enthusiasm or zeal in our mind, or if it is fixed in our mind, then yeah, there might be a chance in building a global company.
I agree.
Yes. So yeah, that is how, I kind of feel every question and every answer is a gem in this interview.
Thank you.
In any other interviews, I kind of did not share much, much
Right,
of my
right.
thoughts. But in this interview, I kind of,
Because it's a
telling all
conversation, right? It's a conversation. This is what
Yes.
makes this episode unique. We're
Yes,
sharing
yes.
our stories, our journey. You, me. It's a conversation. That's how it should be.
Exactly. It's kind of very, very insightful and very, helpful for
Are you
all the
having
people.
fun? Are you having fun?
So much, so much. It's really, really good to, have a person to discuss all the relatable stuff. That is, that's a blessing.
Thank you.
Okay. So my next question
Mhm.
would be, everything in life gives us something to learn, be it positive or negative. What were the learnings that you had from the four businesses that were built before the Creative Talk podcast?
Yeah. Well, the Creative Talk podcast came last year. So before that, the business, the main business was the agency, Creative Scoop Branding Agency. The Creative Talk podcast was a product of that agency. So they're two separate entities that generate money. So, but the learnings I got from past failures in different businesses that we started, not only me, there are people involved. My parents as well were involved. It taught me to persevere. Very basic, to persevere, to push forward in life no matter what, no matter how big your debt is. You lost money, there's a scarcity, you lost investments, people will look down on you, and things seem so dark. And that's okay. You just really need to step back, assess the situation, think of how this could catapult you forward. Have that motivation in mind and in heart. Push forward and play the game again. And, if you fail like what I did 4 times, and there's a lot more, those are just the majority of it that really made big time. You don't just stop. Like what I've shared earlier, giving up is not in my vocabulary. I will continue to push forward, help out, reach out, and try to make a change. Not for my name's sake, but to really give value to people. One person to be inspired and to transform a life is the ultimate success for me. Imagine if I can touch thousands, millions.
Yes.
So, my advice, persevere. Again, guys, for everyone that is watching, you are created to make a difference.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I strongly, strongly believe that last sentence, which is, you are born to make a meaning
Yes.
or
Ooh,
an
I love that.
impact.
I love that.
An impact for our existence. I have also mentioned this earlier in the earlier question that you don't have to be a founder, you don't have to be a CEO, you just have to pursue whatever you like, whatever you dream. Just stick to it, stay consistent, and make that little impact
Right,
for your
right.
one amazing life. And
Love that.
share your life journey all around. Celebrate it with people. Yeah, that's all
Love
you
that.
have to do. Yeah.
I love that. And I totally agree.
Yes, exactly. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, all the questions are done for the interview. I really, really enjoyed so much, and we had so much fun answering all these questions. Thank you very much for sharing all the lovely answers and inspirational answers. I wish so many people watch this, and we'll just be publishing the interview
Sure,
after a bit
sure.
of editing within a day or two.
That's fast.
Yes.
Sure.
I just want to publish this video as soon as possible
Thank
because there's so much of value that you have put forward today. Thank
Nithya,
you very much.
Thank you so much again for trusting, inviting me to be a featured guest again in Future India, but this time video. Thank you so much. I believe you guys are doing a great job. Your company, that movement, is here in this world to reach out and make a difference. So God bless to you guys, to you Nitya, for being such a awesome human being. I love you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.